Today we're talking about the Nunk Cell Factory system and customizing that for individual users' needs for their process. The Nunk Cell Factory system has been on the market for decades. It is the world's first large-scale, multi-layer production adherent cell culture platform. It was established many years ago. It's been proven in many applications, particularly around vaccines. And for years we've offered this as a standard product, and now we're enhancing that offering with an opportunity for customers to customize the system so that it remains a closed system throughout their entire manufacturing process. What a closed system means is when you receive a cell culture device of any kind, typically the first step is to remove a cap, such as on a flask, and open it up. And that's fine if you're working under a hood. People have been doing that for many years. But when in a production environment, that becomes a little bit more challenging because you risk sterility breach, contamination, etc. So what we're offering now is a system where the user can customize the cell factory connectivity and receive the product the way they need it to drop right into their production process without having to ever open the product. So for example, a customer might need something like this where they've got tubing connected with sterile connectors on each end. In this case, it's a welded version, but certainly a customer, if they prefer any of the off-the-shelf sterile connectors, they can choose to use those instead. And then a vent filter pre-attached. So what this means for the user is they receive this, open the bag, and this is ready to go, and they never, ever have to open it or risk any kind of sterility breach or contamination in their process. What it means is they don't have to assemble tubing, they don't have to autoclave or sterilize that tubing, they don't have to assemble filters. They basically take it out of the bag, drop it into their process, and put it to work. With any system where you're trying to have a closed process, it's very important that the system cannot be opened accidentally. And that's where this Nunk Cell Factory system really shines, because the connections are permanent, as opposed to a screw cap which can accidentally be removed or accidentally backed off or leak. These systems are permanent. The operator really has no way of accidentally removing that. That ensures the integrity of the closed system and maintains sterility. Now we talk about scale up. So for the Cell Factory product line, what typically happens is users in production environments will connect multiple systems together, often our 40-layer Thermo Nunk Cell Factory, and they'll connect 4 and maybe even 8 of these units together in production. So what the user can do is start with a system that's a standalone and then build a manifold from that. So we see a two-step version of that here, where the customer receives this with a sterile weld. They connect 2 units together, and then they can scale that process up as much as they want. 4, 8 units, whatever works for them in their production environment. Customers who are using this talk to us about how it helps improve their processes, helps maintain their sterility, and makes life easier for them, which is what we're trying to do. If you search for the Thermo Nunk Cell Factory system on thermoscientific.com, we've got an entire landing page set up to help you discover more about this process.